starting this reproductive video off, we are going to look at the ovaries. One of the ovaries is right here, while the other one is up over here. Looking at this one, some of the structures that we can see on this ovary are these little white dots here and here. Those are corpus albicans. Those are white structures. They're scars from previous corpus luteum. Next structure we can see is I want to say this is a corpus hemorrhagia because of the dark coloration, almost blood-like filled. That is the first step before it becomes a corpus luteum. We have here in my cut open ovary is this little bubble here. That was where my Graafian follicle was. The Graafian follicle is made up of theca cells and granulosa cells. The theca cells make androgens, which are turned into estrogen via aromatase. After the Graafian follicle bursts and releases the egg, it turns into a corpus lutea, which is a yellow body that produces progesterone using the granulosa and theca cells. Now, I'm looking at my ovaries and I don't really see any yellow bodies on the outside of them, on either one of them. So that indicates to me that this reproductive tract did not have a Graafian follicle that has recently burst to create a corpus luteum. Next, looking at this ovary over here, we have the mesovarium. This is the broad ligament that suspends the ovary. In between the ovary and the mesovarium, we have the hilus, which is this fine line right here. This is where the ovary attaches to the mesovarium. Looking inside the ovary, I chose this one because it's a little bit larger. We have the tunica albuginea, which is the white connective tissue surrounding the outside of the ovary. Cutting into that, cutting through our Graafian follicle, we can open up this ovary and see the cortex and the medulla. The medulla is the central part of the ovary, which is this orange colored section here. This is where the ovary houses the vascular nerves and lymphatics of the ovary. The outer part, which is this paler colored stuff over here, is the cortex. This is where the oocytes are housed. This is also the outer part of the ovary. Next, we'll be moving on to the oviduct.